Yo, what up? Hey, it's your boy Cam. I'm bringing back another story time. I promise this channel ain't just gonna be all story times, but I just feel like telling them sometimes, bro. You know what I mean? Now, this story time once again takes place in college. This is what you gotta know about my college story times. Everything, like a lot of shit happened in the span of like 2 months or like the first month or whatever the case, right? Because me and my girl started dating in like February. On February 19th, me and my girl started dating and I met her in college, right? So a bunch of shit happened like at the beginning of the school year. So that's when 90% of this shit, in fact, some of the story times, because I got multiple to tell, but a lot of these story times is overlapping. Like some shit even happened on like the same day, bro. But you know, it all come together. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video. So this is the story time about how this is like a dual story time, right? I took somebody girl on accident. It was my first time going to the club, and at the same time, I almost ruined my life over some dumb shit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it, dog. Where do I even motherfucking begin? So I remember one day, right? I had this class. It was, like I said, it was the beginning of the school year, bro. So like I was actually going to class. Like it was like the first week of school, second week of school, bro. Okay, mind you, I was taking my GE, so a lot of these classes had nothing to do with, like, I graduated with my degree in business. A lot of these classes had nothing to do with like actual business or nothing like that. It's hot as hell, you know what I mean? I'm down in San Diego, hot as buff, ball sweating, all that type of shit, man. And I got a class that's underground with like no AC or some shit, bro. Because it was like the science building or something like that. It was like the science building. And for some reason, they classes was underground, bro. Like you had to walk down these steps into this little hot ass basement. And what was crazy about these basements is that these basements were known for being musty as all hell, bro. Like if you was I think if you was like a computer science student, bro, and you was in these basements, you was musty. You did not take no showers, none of that shit, bro. It stank down there. It stank. All right. So I had one class down there, but it was a science class. It wasn't no computer science class or nothing. It was a general education class, a GE. So I go down there, right? And I'm just chilling, right? So I'm solo. None of the homies that I met, because I did meet the homies just recently at this point, but none of the homies I met are in this class with me. So here I am trying to be a social butterfly and shit, trying to make homies with the people around me, right? So I start talking to this one girl, you know what I mean? Not on no like flirty shit or nothing. I forget what the fuck her name was, but I start, oh wait, oh I remember where the fuck I met her. Hold on. Let a nigga rewind real quick. Flashback. I actually met this girl because me and the bro Carlos, like a long time ago, we was just sitting in like, it's called the Price Center. It's basically where all the food is, but not like the dining hall food. Like they had a what you call it, a Panda Express. It was a Subway, it was a Rubio's, there was a Burger King. So we sitting up at the Burger King, I remember, and we just sat at this table with these two girls, right? Mind you, we not really trying to get at these two girls. We just trying to make conversation because like that's what we would do. Like our thing, me and the bros, we would like walk around and talk to random people. We would get into random ass situations, bro. Like that's how we got into a lot of fucking crazy ass situations, because we would just walk around and just talk to people just because we could. You know what I mean? We was trying to be on some like the minorities type shit. Y'all know who the minorities are? They on YouTube, bro. They funny. But we were just talking to like whoever. So we was talking to these two girls, and I don't even know what we talking about. Like we talking about some random ass shit. Like the conversation is going cool. I'm not into these girls. He wasn't into them girls. Like nobody was like, it was just like the most friendly shit. But for some reason we was having like good conversation, mainly about like religion and shit like that. And the conversation got so good, they was like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but for some reason we hopped on a bus together. I don't even know why the fuck I think it was because we didn't really know where the dorms were. So like they tried to hop on a bus to get to their dorm, but I'm pretty sure we got lost. Like we were just on this motherfucking bus for like God knows how long, bro. I don't even know how. That's a lost ass memory. We got on the bus and I don't remember what the fuck happened. But we end up getting on the bus, and I think we got out at some other dorms, right? Now, mind you, it's like 6 sets of dorms at UCSD, right? I was in the last most recent one called 6 College. We end up at these other dorms called Revelle. And Revelle, like it also got like some real tall buildings. So we go to the top of the building and we all having a conversation and shit. And they having a conversation about religion and shit like that. And that's when I knew that I really couldn't fuck with these girls, is because they was talking, I ain't gonna lie, they was talking down on God, and I wasn't with that. I'm sorry, bro, I wasn't with it. They was talking about, oh, like, and not even just talking, like, look, I understand it's college, you're gonna have like you're gonna have people with different beliefs, but they was like, no, like, I fucking, like, I hate, her words, she said that she hates Christians and she judges them. She's like, I hate Christians, I hate Christian people. She said, I hate, you know, she was hating on the Lord. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness, that was crazy. And you know, I didn't really say anything because in my head I'm like, damn, well, I don't ever want to hang out with y'all motherfuckers again. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm ready to go home, bro. Like I already was like we was just having a friendly conversation. Like I'm like, what do I gain from this, bro? Like y'all not even cool people. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like y'all music taste. Y'all like Tyler the Creator. That nigga sucks. But anyway. It was two of them. I forget their names, bro. But the one that was talking down, that was hating on God, is not the one that was in my science class. She was I'm talking about the other one. I forget her name. It might have been like Vanessa or some shit like that. Maybe like, I don't fucking know, bro. Maybe it started with an M or a V or some shit like that. So the other one was more cool. She was more chill. We was talking about like Mario Kart and shit, like while they was talking about religion. So anyway, we just gonna call her, we gonna call her Vanessa. I'm pretty sure that's not her name, but we just gonna call her that just for the sake of keeping up. So I see Vanessa in my science class, all right? So we stay with me now. Fast forward back to the present day and where we at in the story, right? I got the class. So I'm down in this little basement ass class and I'm talking to Vanessa or whatever the case may be, right? We exchange information, or we might have already exchanged information. And she let me know that it was gonna be a little shindig, you know, a little shindig. It's gonna be a little kickback at a dorm. And I'm like, okay, bet, when is it? And she was like this weekend or later this week or some bullshit, right? I'm like, okay, cool, I'm there. Now, later that week, I actually ended up getting sick. That's the thing about living in dorms, bro, that nobody tells you. It's very easy to get sick because niggas is nasty, bro. It's disease and all type of shit. Bro, that shit is ground zero. I mean, it's probably new types of diseases. And once one person gets sick, everybody gonna get sick because we all in the same vicinity, bro. Like there is no separation, bro. Especially not in the freshman year dorms. Luckily, I lucked out. I had a double, so it was just me and my one roommate. It was motherfuckers with triples and quadruples and some more shit. Nasty, bro. So I was actually a little bit sick sick during, like, right before the party, right? The day of the party, I was still sick, bro. I had a cold. I was like coughing and shit, man. But I ended up like still wanting to pull up. So me and my homie Jamari that I had met, right? We end up going to this little kickback. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I get to the dorm. Mind you, this is a dorm party. This is a dorm kickback, right? So like the thing about dorm parties is that they're never gonna be like these wild ragers. Obviously, it's gonna be a calm little kickback, right? Because you got campus security and shit. You don't want to get a noise complaint, because if you get a noise complaint, the alcohol is going to get confiscated and we are going to get in trouble. Okay, so you can't. It's a little more of a calm vibe, but low key they be the most fun. So, but keep that shit in mind. Though. Keep that shit in mind. These dorm parties, they be wilding. So we go ahead and we walk in, me and my boy Jamari. And my boy Jamari, he actually knows some other people here, right? Now, mind you, Vanessa's in there somewhere, but like I'm not even really in the mood to party, bro. My throat is still sore and shit. I don't even really want to be there. I was there just for the college experience. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't want to be no bitch and just stay in the bed. I wasn't gonna drink or nothing, bro. I was literally just gonna like sit there and low key just like vibe out and chill. But what I noticed is when I walked into the party, like, listen, I'm not trying to be evil or nothing, but all these niggas in there was lame. It's lame as shit. I could just, you know how you just look around? These motherfuckers was lame as shit, bro. Like, these niggas was like not dancing. These niggas look like straight nerds. I'm like, oh shit, man, this shit. But you know what? It was a cool vibe because my nigga Jamari was in there. Music was decent, so it was all cool. It was all cool, bro. Now we walk in there, right? My homie Jamari introduced me to this one girl, right? We gonna call her. We gonna call her. I'm not even gonna use no real names. We gonna call her motherfucking Madison. Yeah, we gonna say Madison or whatever the fuck, right? So me and Madison is talking, right? Because Jamari introduced me to her. So this is one thing that you gotta know about me, bro. I'll be lying like a motherfucker. I'll be lying. All right. So she asks me, she's like, hey, like, where are you from? Right? Because Jamari like, oh, this is my boy Cam. She's like, where are you from? I tell her I'm from Compton. I tell her I'm from Compton, California. Mind you, I'm from the whole suburbs, nigga. I'm from the whole suburbs, bro. I am from Chino Hills, California. I don't live there no more, but I am from Chino Hills, California. I am not from no motherfucking Compton, nigga. I lied. I lied. You know what I mean? and I'm not even gonna lie, like, that shit was karma because it bit me in the ass. Later on in the party, Bless the Bottle came on. Bless the Bottle. You know what I mean? That's an IE dance. You know what I mean? And so at the time, like, I knew what it was, but I ain't really fully know how to do it. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Because, like, I wasn't in that environment. I knew about it. I knew some shit about it. I did have some homies in the IE, but I wasn't, like, immersed in the IE culture. Or, I mean, well, I guess I told her I'm from Compton. Yeah, so I guess it wasn't the IE. Yeah. But, I mean, it's close up. I mean, I'm sure they still do that shit in Compton, though, right? They still do that. They still do that shit in Compton, right? But anyway, so the song come on, and Madison actually low-key pressed me on it. She was like, oh, you from Compton. You know this shit. Bro, my heart low-key dropped. I was like, oh, shit. Like, fuck, I don't know what to do. So what I did was, mind you, I'm the coolest nigga in the party. Me and Jamari are the coolest niggas in this motherfucker. So I played it off. I'm like, nah, I'm low-key sick. I ain't trying to do all that. I played it off. I was like, I ain't trying to do all that. So I somehow get away with that shit. And you had a whole bunch of white boys in there doing some bullshit around the bottle. I don't know what the fuck they was doing. I don't know what the fuck. So these motherfuckers they weren't even blessing the bottle. Them niggas was cursing the bottle. So while they cursing the bottle, I'm sitting here. I'm peeping the scene. Mind you, at this point in my life, I'm 18 years old. I'm trying to get my neck wet. You know what I mean? I'm a single man. Remember in the last story time, if y'all ain't seen it in the last story time, bro, the girl who's currently my girlfriend for 5.5 years at this point, like literally today, she had low key like stiff arm me, low key. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I mean? Like, obviously it ended up working out, but we wasn't even talking yet at this point. So, you know what I mean? I was over here, I was trying to go crazy. I was trying to go stupid. So I sit down to this one girl who bro, listen, I kid you not, bro. I kid you not. I sit down. I didn't even notice this girl at all. I did not notice this girl, bro. I sit down. I look to my left. I see a girl who, like, straight up look like Sydney Sweeney. No bullshit. Straight up look just like Sydney Sweeney. Like, everything, like, just looked like Sydney Sweeney. And so, like, mind you, like, I'm kind of sick. I barely really wanted to be there. So I'm really not like yes, I'm trying to get my meat, you know what I mean, shot, but I wasn't really on my game, and I also wasn't really feeling it. I was like, man, I don't feel like, I don't know. So me and her started talking, and low key, like, we caught a little vibe, like, we catch a little vibe, we talking, we going back and forth, whatever the case may be. It didn't really go nowhere, but I mean, it could have if I really pressed the issue, but I was like, man, I'm not even really trying to be here like that. So, all right, fast forward, the party go on, right? I forget what type of song. I forget what song came on, bruh. It was some type of twerk song or some shit like that. But a twerk song come on. And long story short, Madison started going crazy, bro. She started going crazy. She throwing that motherfucker back. Mind you, I told you I'm in the party with all lame niggas, right? I'm in the party with all lame niggas. And they did this bullshit to where these motherfuckers, I'm standing up, right? And again, like, I'm low-key a wallflower. I'm just standing there. I'm like these. Like, I'm observing her throwing it back. I'm observing her twerking, but I wasn't going to catch her or no shit like that because, like, even though she was low-key feeling me, bro. Because, I mean, from the moment I said I was from Compton, when I said I was from Compton, her eyes, like, lit up. She, really? Told me to bless the bottle and some other shit. So, but I'm like, I'm calm. These lame-ass niggas, right? And Jamari seen this whole play too, bro. These lame niggas push me on her, bro. Like, as she's twerking. Like, they force me to dance with her, bro. So it's like, they push me there, and it's like, well, I mean, I guess I gotta catch the shit now. So I catch it. You know what I mean? I'm behind it for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then I stop, right? So fast forward, bro, the party disband, right? The kickback disband. We end up going outside. It's a group of us. Now, I don't know what the fuck it was, but I swear, like, more people spawned in the group, bro. Like, it was like way more people there than I thought initially. I thought it was just like a small little group. Madison there, and there's three other girls. It's one who motherfucking the one that looked like Sydney Sweeney. There was another girl there. There was two other girls there, right? Now, the two other girls, they're kind of irrelevant to the story. They were feeling me heavy. All of the girls there, I ain't gonna lie, was feeling me heavy. I'm gonna be honest with you. They was all feeling me heavy, and you had a bunch of lame niggas trying to get at them. That's what it was. That's just what it was, right? But we all lead a party, and we walk down to the beach, right? And so as we walking down to the beach, like I'm trying to like talk to Madison and shit like that, trying to see if I could catch a vibe or something like that. But she acting real cold and distant at this point. Like all of a sudden it was like a switch flick. Boom, bam, ski. She started acting different. So I'm like, okay, fuck you then. So I mean, I'm talking to the other motherfuckers and shit like that. Whatever. I'm having a grand old time. I'm having a grand old time. I'm having a blast, my nigga. I'm having a blast. But like it was nothing. It wasn't even like on no like sexual shit. It was just like I was having a blast with everybody there. Like it was some calm shit. We up at the beach and shit. It's nighttime. It's like 2 a.m. and shit. Right. We end up going back. Like we all go back to our dorms and shit like that. I got everybody information and all that type of shit. But we end up going back to the dorms, bro. Right. Now, this when shit get motherfucking tricky, dog. So I get Madison Instagram. And I remember I'm sitting on the couch, literally the next day, I'm checking Instagram, bro. I'm checking Instagram. Why do I see some 6'5" nigga with dreads all posted on her page? I'm like, oh shit. This is her man's. This is her man's. So I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense why she flipped that switch and all of a sudden she was cold with me. Okay, that makes sense. But I was like, cool. Like, look, I wasn't even really trying to press the issue like that. So it's all cool. I don't really mind. Now, at this point, you know, I'm chilling. My guy Carlos hit me up. He hit me up, right? And mind you, at this time, like, if you knew me in college, if you know me now, you know Lil Uzi Vert is one of my favorite artists, right? So Carlos is telling me, Carlos would do this thing where when he would listen to music, he would be like rapping out loud and singing out loud, and like at the top of his lungs. Like he would have the noise canceling AirPods in, and he would be like yelling like ah, and he'd be listening to Uzi Cardi. So you know he was saying some bullshit just out loud. He was just like, what? He was just saying some bullshit out loud, man. Like he was like, what's a Cardi song, man? What's a Cardi song? I ain't felt like that in a long time. You would just hear that shit. Like you could hear Carlos coming from like 2,000 miles away. There was no sneaking up. He was not stealthy. Like if he was in Assassin's Creed, his stats would be all 0 overall, bro. All 25 overall, brown shirt, no badges, 2K generics on. This man had no stealth stats at all. So, Carlos telling me like he's walking around and he's singing a Uzi leak, right? It's called Wrathway, but he's singing a Uzi leak, right? Some shit that like only real hardcore fans would even listen to. And he said that it was a nigga that came up to him. He was like, he named the song. He's like, hey, is you listening to this song? You listening to this Uzi leak? And they start chopping it up like, yeah, like what the fuck? Oh, how you know about that shit? Blah, 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 blah. And he said, oh yeah, he invited us to his girl's birthday. I'm like, okay, that's cool. He said, yeah, you know his girl. Now, mind you, I don't know who the fuck this nigga's talking about at this point. I'm like, who the fuck is, who girl do I know? He sent me his Instagram, right? It's the 6'5" nigga I seen on her Instagram. So I'm like, oh shit. But then in the back of my mind, I start thinking, I low-key didn't even think about this shit till now. How the fuck did this nigga know who I was? He wasn't at the function. He wasn't at the kickback. How the fuck did this nigga know who the fuck I was? Because, and the reason that I know he knew who I was is because he DM'd me. And he said, hey, you should pull up to my girl's, like, she had like a little birthday. And what was this nigga's name? I'm not gonna lie, I only remember his Instagram name. His Instagram name was Sex Pistol. We just gonna call him Sex Pistol, bro. So Sex Pistol was like, yo, like, pull up to my girl's little birthday party, right? And I'm like, how the fuck do you even know that? How do you know me, nigga? Like, is she out here telling what the fuck who the fuck I am? Is this a setup? Am I getting set up? Right? Now, mind you, I'm like low key suspicious. I'm like, how the fuck? But I don't press the issue. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll go, cause I'm just here for the college experience. I'm trying to have a blast. I'm just trying to go. I'm just trying to, the free lick and all that. So at this point, I feel like I'm getting set up, and this shit low key gets like doubled down on because, at the time it was a lot of scams going on, right? And so Madison hit me up on some shit like, hey, like, are you trying to make some money? Now, mind you, if anybody ever says like, are you trying to make some money right quick, it's a fucking scam. Don't believe that shit, dude. Don't believe that shit. My gullible ass fell for this shit. My gullible ass fell for this shit. So like, cause I'm in college, I have no money, I'm broke, I have no bread. So she like, oh, like, do you wanna make some money fast? I'm like, hell yeah, I wanna make some motherfucking money fast. She's like, oh, do you have a Venmo account? All this other bullshit, man, trying to get me involved in this bullshit. And so she's like, oh yeah, hit this dude up. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is send him this amount, and he gonna double it, he gonna triple it. I'm like, okay. So she sent me this nigga Snapchat, right? It was on Snapchat. So I hit this nigga up on Snapchat. I'm like, what's the word? And he tell me the whole situation. He tells me the rundown. He's like, oh, I need you to do this, and we gonna go to this bank, and yada yada yada. And I see, listen, my nigga, like, I did one smart thing in my life. At that time, I was a dumbass nigga. I was stupid. I was falling for a whole lot of shit, but I did one smart thing, and I was like, nope, this is a fucking scam. And I left the nigga on red. I left him on red. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I barely have any money. As if you asked me to send you $300, that's everything I have for like the next 6 months, dog. That's everything I own. I don't just get an allowance like that, bro. So he like, oh, like, send me this bread. I'm like, fuck no. I go ghost like Casper, right? So as I go ghost like Casper, like about 5 hours pass. I get another Snapchat from Madison. Madison telling me like, hey, did you scam the homie? I'm like, oh shit. This shit don't sound good, because mind you, Madison let's be real, she was a white girl, but she was from the IE, and she was friends with like straight just niggas. Like, I looked at her stories and all this, she was friends with hella niggas that looked like niggas. So I'm like, oh shit, bro, she don't think I scammed this nigga. I'm about to get ran down on. This was a whole fucking setup. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have fucking trusted it. I knew I should have just went home. I shouldn't have been to that motherfucking kickback. So I'm like, hell no, I ain't scammed, bro. I was just like, I just didn't want to do it. And she's like, oh, okay. But she was low-key kind of suspicious. Luckily, nothing ended up even happening from that whole situation. But I'm over here thinking like, what the fuck, bro? Like, why are you pressing me so hard about if I'm scamming this nigga or not? So anyway, that was before the birthday party too. So and we ain't got to the main. So her birthday party is like later that week, or it's on a weekend or some shit like that. Mind you, I still ain't met this boyfriend of hers, right? I mean, I seen him on Instagram and shit like that. He seemed like a cool dude. He actually is a cool dude, no lie. I feel for him. But I end up pulling up to this little birthday party. It's me and Carlos, right? Little duo mission. We pull up, right? And I'm fitted up, you know what I mean? Carlos is fitted up, you know what I mean? We here for a good time, bro. So we there, and we meet the nigga outside. We meet the boyfriend outside, type shit. I'm like, yo, what's good? Whatever. We talking about some Uzi shit. We talking about like regular shit. He seemed like a cool ass dude. I'm like, okay, for sure. And once again, he brings up like, yeah, like, it's Monica's birthday. Like, I know you know her. And in my head, I'm like, why the fuck do you know that I know her? Like, I never Carlos didn't know about the kickback. He wasn't even there. I didn't tell nobody what happened. I don't know how this nigga knows me. of all people. But and to this day, I don't know. But anyway, we hop in a little elevator. It's another skyrise dorm. We get to the top. We walk into this little function, right? Immediately, I see Madison. I see Madison, right? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you know what? Out of respect for the homie Sex Pistol, I ain't gonna talk to her whatsoever, right? So I don't talk to her. It was a cool little function, right? Now at this little function, right, I'm scoping the scene. I'm just talking to just a whole bunch of different people. There's this one girl there who was like a cheerleader or some shit like that. Now let me break down how shit happened, right? Because I ran track, so I understood her predicament. So when you on a sports team or some shit, if you get a write-up, and when I say a write-up, like, if you get busted, like if you get a noise complaint or some shit, right, you can get written up for that shit. And that shit can jeopardize your spot on the team. Keep that shit in mind, my nigga. So, the whole party going smooth, whatever. I don't remember a whole lot of it. But I do remember that girl was a cheerleader and shit like that. Madison was doing her own thing. I ain't talked to her that whole night. You know, I think I might have said like hello, like happy birthday and shit. You know what I mean? I'm over here dancing and shit. I'm doing my thing. Like I'm not even on like I'm not on no females. I'm chilling. I'm kicking back, bro. Right? So I think I even had pictures from this shit. I ain't gonna put that up, bro. It's in my phone. I'm not gonna. But anyway, the day go on or the night go on. All of a sudden, out of motherfucking nowhere, we hear a knock at the door. It go, campus police, open up. I'm like, oh shit. So, everything stopped, right? They trying to hide the lick, all this other type of shit. But the way that it was set up was like they was knocking. They was knocking with intent. They was like, we will open this door. Cause I'm pretty sure they had the keys to all the dorms. They're like, we about to open this door. So me and Carlos, me and my nigga Los, we like, oh shit, what we gonna do? What we did was, mind you, we in a random dorm. Like this, I think this is Madison dorm. I don't know who dorm it was, really. I think it might have been her homegirl dorm. Me and Los, we run over to the bedroom. And like the bedroom, this one was a quadruple. So it was 2 bunk beds on either side. Nigga, we run to the bedroom. I hop into like the top bunk. You know what I mean? And I'm laying down and we turn the lights off. And we hide in the motherfucking bedroom, bro. We hide in the bedroom. And the thing is, we wasn't even the only niggas with that idea, bro. Like, I'm laying down. Nigga, it was some crazy shit because I lay down in the bed, bro. I feel a presence. I feel another presence. I look to my right. It's some random broad that was already there. I'm like, oh shit, like, was you asleep? Do you live here? I'm like, oh shit, my bad. I ain't mean to do all that to you. She was like, nah, I'm just hiding. I'm like, oh, okay, for sure. So like, and it was hella awkward. Like we didn't talk or nothing because we had to keep our voices down, bro. But pretty much as soon as we got in the bed, right, it was like, so this is what it was. I'm in the top of the bunk bed, right? It's me and this random broad. It's Los is over there. He next to some random girl too. It's 2 people on the lower bunk beds, and we just all in fear for our life. And then there's one nigga who's a scout. So he got the door closed, right? It's like this how he doing. He like this. The door was low key. The knob was on the other side, so he was looking the other way. But he like these. So he low key scoping out the situation to see like what's going on. So pretty much as soon as I hop in that bed, campus police, campus security come in. Boom, they come in, and so they come in. They clearing shit out. Oh, they like, oh hell no, it's alcohol in here, noise complaint. What the fuck is going on? These motherfuckers they came in tripping. As soon as they came in, the scout, he closed the door, he turned the lights off, right? So we all just chilling in the bedroom. And mind you, if you get caught in somebody else's dorm with like alcohol and all that type of shit, you I believe you still get a write-up. Yeah, you still get a write-up and shit. So I'm over here hiding, and there's no means of escape because we had a high rise. Like you can't jump out no window or no shit like that, bro. Actually, that's crazy because somebody did pass away at my school jumping out a window because they was scared. It's never that serious, bro. Just take that write-up, bro. I promise. It won't be that bad. So we in this bedroom, quiet as a motherfucking mouse, nobody talking. And then all of a sudden, the campus security, the campus police, they open the door. I'm like, oh shit. Nigga, I feel like I'm in a horror movie, bro. I'm like, I can't breathe, none of that shit. They look in, look to the left, they look to the right. Mind you, some of us is like under the cover so that you can't really see. And I'm on a top bunk, so you can't really tell what's going on. They look, they close the door, they move on. I'm like, oh shit. Did this shit just fucking work? Because I was expecting these motherfuckers to turn the lights on. Get the fuck up. Y'all niggas ain't sleep. That shit worked, bro. They ain't said shit. Close the door. They go back outside. They're tripping like, oh, y'all got this alcohol. Y'all all about to get the write up. So mind you, we got to stay there for like a cool 30 minutes while they writing everybody out there up. I don't know who all got written up. I don't know if Madison and Sex Pistol couldn't get written up because, number one, he was like above 21 at the time. And he also didn't even go to the school. So, I mean, you can't write up a grown ass nigga. So, so I don't know what happened with that. But, so everybody outside getting written up. So that whole deal lasts for like a cool 30 minutes. So after that, we leave the bedroom and shit. I hear somebody crashing the fuck out as soon as we leave. What the fuck? My life is over. Ah, my life is over. My life is over. Mind you, I'm feeling happy at this point. I'm relieved because if I got that write-up, I don't know if I'm gonna still be on the track team the next day. Because I'm only 19. I'm only 19. Or was I 19? Or no, I was 18. I was 18 at the time. I was like, oh shit. But I'm happy I dodged a bullet because, you know, I'm on a sports team. She was like, oh, that's the thing too. Bro, so this girl crashing out. She crashing the fuck out. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is her problem? She like, what the fuck? Doing all them tears and shit. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? They're like, she got written up. I'm like, okay, so it's going to be all good though. It was like, no, but she a cheerleader. And it's like, damn, but I'm sure they'll understand. But no, they said she's trying to become a RA. Nigga, you're cooked. You can't be a RA when you have a write-up, bro. You can't be a RA. So she over here bawling her eyes out like she talking about her life is over. Her life is OV. I'm like, damn, nigga. Couldn't be me. I dodged a write-up. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the run and shit. So me and Los decide it's in our best interest to go ahead and leave the scene at this point, right? So we go ahead and leave, bro. So we leave. Mind you, I didn't talk to Madison that whole night, right? I was cool with Sex Pistol at this point. That's the bro. Now. Fast forward like a week. Me and the bros decide we gonna hit the club ski. We gonna hit the club ski. The club ski for the first time. For the first time easy. For the first easy. Get a little taste of what it's like. Now, there was this 18 plus club in San Diego in the Gaslamp district called The Basement. If anyone's from San Diego, you know what The Basement is, bro. So it was a little 18 plus club, right? So it's perfect. So we decided to go to this club, dog. Now, we pre-gaming and all that shit. We playing video games and all that shit. We fitted up. We fitted the fuck up, bro, right? And this is our first time going to the motherfucking club. So I'm excited. I'm like, okay, cool. I got a little liquor in me, you know what I mean? We call the Uber. We get there, right? We waiting in line to get into this motherfucking club, right? Because at this point, it's packed. Like, I don't know what was going on, but it was motherfucking packed. And it's me, Los, and Jamari. And we standing in line. All of a sudden, I look to my right. I see a girl walking past me. Walking all fast and shit. It's Madison. I try to say, hey, what's up? Like, just because I know her. I'm like, yo, what's up? Ignores me. I'm like, all right, fuck you then. I'm like, all right, fuck you then. I'm finna go have some fun. What the fuck? All right, cool. I don't think nothing of it. So, boom, right? I go ahead. We hop into the club. Mind you, this is my first time in the club, bro. This shit literally felt like a movie. It felt like I was, like, walking in slow motion. It felt like it was a fucking movie, bro. I walk in, like, you know what I mean? Everybody's turned up. You know what I mean? It was, like, a girl twerking on top of, like, it had a stage, bro. So, like, it was, like, a couple girls twerking on the motherfucking stage and shit. So, I'm like, yo, this shit is nuts. This shit is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? So I'm scoping the scene. I'm like, damn, bro, like we really in this hoe. We in the club. go for the first time. We in the club. So we walked to the dance floor. Mind you, I walked to the dance floor. I ain't said not one word. I ain't busting out one dance move yet. We just walked to the dance floor. Mind you, it's an 18 plus club. It's no lick in there, bro. So everybody just pre-gamed or whatever the fuck out their mind already before even getting there. So we walked to the motherfucking dance floor. Okay, I'm like nodding my head. I'm trying to catch a vibe to the beat. All right, I'm trying to catch a little vibe. I forget what was playing. So I look around. I look back up. The girls that was twerking is gone. And I'm like, oh, damn, where'd they go? But like, it's like a fleeting thought. It's like, oh, damn, where'd they go? So like, I'm continuing to look around. I notice something. I notice it's a girl, like, she kind of like snaking her way through the motherfucking crowd. And I look closer, she getting a little closer and closer and closer to me. As she started getting closer to me, I recognize it's one of the girls that was twerking on the stage. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, like, but again, I'm not really thinking too hard. I observed it, but I'm not really thinking too hard. She get closer to me, right? And all of a sudden, I look at her, I'm like, yeah, that's definitely the girl that was twerking. So I move out the way because I'm assuming that she's trying to get by. I move out the way. No, nigga, she grabs me. She grab a nigga hands. Mind you, I've been in the club for a total of like 30 to 45 seconds. I haven't busted a move. I haven't talked to nobody, none of that shit. She grabbed me. I've never had this shit happen to me before. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I didn't know what to do. She grabbed me. She started like, bro, I don't even know how to explain this. She started like front twerking with me. Like, I kid you not. I don't know what the fuck. I don't even remember how the fuck it worked. But she like throwing her like coochie on me. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And then she turned around, she throw it back the regular way. And everybody like, oh. And I'm still like kind of baffled, bro. I'm still trying to get my bearings, bro, because it's a bunch of lights and shit going on. I'm barely in there. I barely done adjusted. I'm like, okay, cool. So she pulled me to the side. Mind you, this hoe was aggressive as a motherfucker. So she grabbed my hand. She pulled me over to the side of the club, right? So we at the side, like we at the side of the dance floor and shit. It's me, her, and her homegirl, right? I'm like, yo, why are y'all so on me and shit like that? These motherfuckers was on some shark shit. These motherfuckers Shark Week. They Shark Week me. These motherfuckers was acting like niggas. Like they was on me, bro. They was about to run a 2-man on me. I'm not gonna lie, I was low-key scared, bro. I was low-key kind of nervous. I was like, yo, like, why is she on my body so heavy? Like, you know, I've had girls be really interested in me, but like, you grabbed me, bro. I feel like you groped me, my nigga. You forced me into front twerking, which I don't even know how to front twerk. What the fuck? So, you know, we started talking. She's like, yeah, I'm a dancer. I'm here for one night. Like, we about to leave tomorrow. I'm like, that's cool. Now, mind you, like, this girl wasn't ugly or nothing, but bro, I was not really like I was in my right mind. Like, I had some lick, but I was low key in my right mind. I was like, I don't really feel like doing this, bro. Like, I just didn't want to do it. I'm sorry. Like, you virgin ass niggas in the comments gonna be like, oh, why didn't you, bro? Like, I didn't feel like doing it. I didn't feel like it. I wasn't tripping. But she's like, you should come to my hotel room. I already know what type of time she wanted to be on, bro. Like, both her and her friend was looking at me like freakily. Like, they was looking at me like I was a piece of meat. Like I was a motherfucking piece of meat. Like I was a steak, a New York strip on the bone and shit. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, huh, you want me to come to your hotel? Like, you know how you repeat the question just so you can give yourself time to think? I'm like, you want me to come to your hotel room? She's like, yeah, come over to the hotel room. I'm like, I don't have a car. They're like, it's cool, we got a car, like, or you could Uber. I was like, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna let you know. And they was like, bro, she grabbing my hand, bro. She trying to get me to go with her. I'm like, no. I'm like, no, leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. So I'm like, yo, all right, hey, I'm a fuck with you though. I'm a fuck with you. You cool people. You and your homegirl, y'all go. So I'll leave, right? Now she do that thing, bro. And this happens every time you reject a girl. She do that thing where she's like twerking and shit on random niggas, but it's always around me. I'm having a grand old time. I'm having a blast in the club, bro. They was playing that EDM music. Yeah, type shit, bro. Right? I'm over here. I mean, they switched it up too. They had some hip hop in there. Just playing that Lil Baby freestyle. You know, Dracos on Dracos on Dracos on Dracos. Artists off artists off artists type of shit. You know what I mean? So I'm in the club, and at some point, I'm standing there. This is like towards the end of the night, and the girl come back up to me, and I'm like standing here. I'm literally just like, I'm not doing nothing. Like I don't even know what the fuck I was doing. I was just like standing there for some reason. I'm just like, I'm low key ready to go home, and she comes over and she stands next to me, and she's like, obviously expecting me to talk to her or dance with her or some shit like that. And I straight up did not say a word. Like, when I say I didn't say a word, it wasn't even like I said, yo, what's up? I saw her come stand next to me. I looked at her and I was like, I looked at her and I looked right back at whatever I was looking at. Hit her with one of these. I ain't want to, because I was like, I don't know, your energy, your vibe is just a little too off. Like, I don't know. Like, this is for real a setup. Like, I don't fucking know. So she get mad and she storm off shit. Like she actually went. I'm like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. So the end of the night come. I had a cool little time. I had a blast with the bros and shit. We leave. We outside the club, right? Now, mind you, the basement is literally like a basement. You have to go down a whole flight of stairs and shit. So there's no service really in there. It's service, but it's weak ass service. So I get back up to the top, to the surface level. We about to call the Uber to go home. We walking around. I think we gonna get some food first or some shit like that, right? I check my Snapchat. I check my phone. I got a notification. I check the notification. It's Madison. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe she sent me this a while ago. Like, is this a streak? We don't even have a streak. I'm like, I don't know. But I look at the time she sent it. She had just sent it a couple of minutes ago. It's 2 a.m., mind you. It's 2 a.m. We saw her pass by us in the club way early. We was in the club like a long ass time. It was like 9 or 10 o'clock, right? That was hours and hours ago. Why you hit me up at 2 a.m. way motherfucking later? I'm like, okay, whatever. And I see it's like a message, like not a picture message. It's like a regular chat, like a type. So I open it and she's like, oh, hey, like I seen y'all at the club. Or like I seen you at the club, like I meant to say what's up, but some bullshit excuse. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, that's what's up. That's cool. Like at this point, this is what y'all gotta understand. Like low key, as time went on in college, at first I was like, yo, I'm trying to go crazy. But over time, I was like, I low key just stopped giving a fuck about like women, bro. Like not on no weird, not on no, bro, get off my nuts, dude. Get off my nuts, dude. I wasn't on no weird foo-foo. No, bro, I wasn't on no foo-foo. All right, no. But I just wasn't on like girls like that. I don't know what it was, but it was just like, bro, I'm just here to have fun. Like I don't even want to. I damn near didn't even want to clap some shit unless like it came to me. Like, I don't know. I was like, you know, that's cool. But I was just not motivated to go out and be a shark. I just did not care. Like, I don't know. I wasn't on that shit. And it's funny because that's when I would get the most like attention. But even when I got that attention, I was like, whatever. But so she go ahead and she chat me on Snapchat and I open it. And I respond to her. I said some shit like something along the lines of like, oh, that's what's up. It's all good. LOL. Like low-key dead the conversation. I close it. She Snapchat me again. I'm like, I'm low-key annoyed at this point. I'm like, nigga, what? Like it's 2 a.m. I was low-key annoyed, bro, because I was hungry as hell. And I was trying to go home. I'm low-key tired as a motherfucker. So I'm like, bro, what? So, and my phone is at like 2%, dog. And we waiting for this motherfucking Uber. I'm like, what? So you wasting my battery and shit. So I open the message. She's like, yo, pull up. Mind you, this girl got a whole man. My nigga Sex Pistol. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Pull up. I literally was baffled. I text her again. I'm like, are you sure you got the right nigga? I was like, right now? She's like, yeah, like me and my homegirl. Like you with Carlos, right? Like me and my homegirl here. Now, she didn't explicitly say that she wanted to do nothing crazy, but at the same time, who the fuck invites somebody over at 2 a.m. unless they planning to do something? What you thought we was gonna play cards? You thought we was gonna play some Uno, my nigga? You thought we was gonna play Uno? So I'm like, well, I gotta have mixed emotions at this point, because on one hand I was like, I could be a snake nigga and pull up, but also I know for a fact she has a man, and her man is actually a cool ass dude. And so me and low key make the decision to play cheat. We playing cheaters at this point. Like, we trying to catch this hoe in the act. I'm like, okay, we should pull up and just like see what the fuck is really going on, bro. Cause I'm not just gonna snake the mans like that. I'm not gonna snake my mans like that, bro. What the fuck? So we get back to campus, right? Cause she invited us to her dorm room. We get back to campus, right? So we pulling up and shit like that, right? We get to her motherfucking door. Knock. Open the door. She talking about some, oh, you know what? Let's do this another time, because my friend, or it was her roommate, my friend, she falling asleep. I ain't even pressing. I was like, okay, for sure, we gone. I was so tired, bro. I was like, okay, whatever, we gone. I wouldn't even think about it. And what I think actually motherfucking happened was that she realized the error of her ways and recognized, like, ooh, yeah, like, I probably shouldn't do this. Like, he knows my boyfriend type shit. If I didn't know who that nigga was, it would have been all bad, bro. It would have been all bad. But, no. But anyway, later on, or ever since that night, I didn't see her on campus. I didn't see her nowhere. I didn't see her social media posts. None of that shit. She went ghost. Casper the motherfucking ghost, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I low-key felt bad for the homie. I never told him or nothing like that. I felt bad for my nigga Sex Pistol, because, like, damn, like, bro, your girl invited me over at 2 a.m., bro. And y'all was dating. Like, y'all was locked the fuck in. So, I was like, damn, that's fucked up. That's some fucked up shit. But anyway, man, moral of the story, you gotta watch out. Because some people is just, they on some slimy shit, man. But anyway, this shit is long as hell. This shit is 47 minutes, bro. I was not trying to be talking on this shit for 47 minutes. But if y'all fuck with the story times, let me know. Run up the likes, run up them bands, run up them comments. I'm out, man. Peace.